Okay. So what I understand is basically exactly. This one seems closer than this. At some point, I'm gonna have to do some scouting for the next location of the proper base that I want to do. Definitely be close to an edge, right? Because you need, see it in a second, but basically you want to be close to the edge. It should be quite high so that when you get out of your base, you don't have to get altitude. Okay? You don't have to need to gain altitude. Back there, I guess. Right there. Because the endgame stuff is not in this map anyway. Like it's the deep desert. It doesn't really matter much where you are. Like Jasmium is kind of like quite easy to get. Orthopter. The map is the way in which players move between areas of Arrakis. Visually, it is a representation of the entire northern hemisphere of Arrakis. It's a multiplayer map where players can see other players moving around the northern hemisphere, so I assume at some point they will introduce the southern. Moving on the overland map costs fuel. Time on the overland map costs water. I think it's not your actual fuel or water, it's just what you see on the left and right here. Okay, so what we want to go is there's a little arrow. Oh, track location. Now the arrow is on Hurricane. You hit when you go this refill. The other players? Oh shit, did I take money with me? I hope I took some money with me because I can pay taxes, I guess. I mean, I'll come back at some point anyway, so. Devs. 11 grand. That might be enough.
Welcome back.
Albatross Wing Module MK5. The Assault Boost Module.
Oh, hey there, friend. Looking for anything special? Oh, hey there, friend.
It's
Looking for...
Hello again.
Arcan and basic lights at 10 grand. Arcan and Stronghold 160 grand.
Hello again.
Let's go to the bank. So if I deposit my money there, does it actually...
Welcome. Would you like to deposit or withdraw Solaris?
Okay.
Welcome. Would
I
you
have...
like to deposit
Oh, I
or
think I have
withdraw?
5,500 in there, which is awesome. Wow. Oh, this is the... This is the... So this is the, what's it called? Auction house. Ah, so instead of selling things like these things, yes, I should have sold them here. Does anyone actually buy these? Like these right now. They're fucking damaged. I'll just put all their stuff. Can I see? You can put the schematics in. What I would like to see is, can I see? I would like to see the trades. It's 15,000. 15,000 per one spice. Spice promotion. 15,000. So this is 15. Not like that. Said 1,400. 1,400. Obviously it's 5,000. Someone just went around, bought agave seed, like farmed agave seeds in half an hour. It's in here. Are these people actually making money from this? Agave seeds, I don't. It's a bad idea, but like even 1,000 is enough. I need to give this a try because I lost a lot of money. I want to buy some items. Ah, 11,000. Let's quick cutter. Prices are completely insane. The bloody Gava thing, I didn't think that's actually such a bad idea. One is just like the stuff that they got when fighting in different places. Fuck, so 40,000. So I can't. Problem is, I actually can't see the stats on this. Oh no, I can. Gold sword. I think the agave thing is not a bad idea. I might try that. At the same time, I think most people don't even know there is an auction house. Because there is no sign here, right? There isn't a sign. So it's not. It doesn't actually say auction house in the first place, right? It just says buy, sell my orders. I'd like to see all the things that were bought, so I can actually compare what is being bought and what isn't. I can sell this, right? It's 100. Listing price 1,000. Light armor. Coin at all. If I go to go. 120 costs. But I should certainly actually stash my money in there because you can use your money if you put it in the bank at the different traders as well. They basically give you like a credit.
How's it? You're about the Padishah or his imperial. But how's it? You're back for more, eh?
Right. Outburst. sounds like something that I would use. To be honest. But yeah, not used for several days. Masquerade, learn the truth. Secrecy, actually. One of my pions, Kafok, has gone missing. He was never the most diligent of workers, very prone to daydreaming. I see now that I should have been stricter with him. Some of my other staff mentioned he had lately taken to spending time with those masquerade people. Those guys. I fear Kafok may have run away to join them, or worse, they may have abducted him. Either way, I feel it's my duty to see Kafok return safely. Please investigate his disappearance and let me know what you find. I have to use a scanner. In the gardens of Arrakis.
Shai-Hulud blesses me with your...
Scan the underside. Scan the side under the giant cactus. It's not here at all. Okay, but I need to talk to Duncan. Duncan, hello. Talk to Tufir Havat in our keen. I would love to. If you tell me. Residency approach. Far away. I haven't gone here actually yet. No.
You were expected. Don't look so shocked. As the Duke's master of assassins, I must know the movement of every grain of sand in Arrakeen. I believe you have a message for me.
Andrea Gannon sent me.
Andrea speaks very highly of you. If that was all I knew of you, it would be enough. I know a great deal more.
What do you know about me?
Your file grows daily. I'm quite pleased with the investigation into Skorda and the tainted spice. I look forward to the results of the analysis.
This war of assassins takes a terrible toll, doesn't it?
You're more right than you know. This war inflicts wounds upon my Duke and his people that cannot be seen upon the flesh, only behind the eyes. But I must remind myself that this war of assassins is also the scar of a miraculous survival. Our arrival on Arrakis was a very near thing. The first step in avoiding a trap is knowing of its existence. That's how we survived. That's how we continue to survive. Every day is a victory.
One more thing. Andrea wants permission to eliminate Ambrose Lucifer.
Ah, she thinks he's responsible. Permission denied. The evidence is circumstantial, and he provides financial support. Assassination would be hasty.
Shall tell her.
Andrea is my most promising protege. She may seem to have a machine mind, but she's as human as you and I. She does not show it, but she takes the tainted spice deaths personally. She sees it as a personal failure to compute the truth rapidly enough.
I'll talk to you again.
I expected you.
And it is amazing that you can actually meet all the guys from the books now. Yeah, what? Amazing. I hope we have more to do with him. I like his character very, very much.
You strike me as someone with something to offer the great house Wallach. Our motto is God, Imperium, House. The house's founder was a former Berserk general of the Imperium. We're not quite the same conquerors of our history, but that influence... There is no better place to... My name is Vera Vogel. I'd ask you to tell me about yourself. Enough to know you offer a rare sort of danger. Well, not as such, but many find our association. My name is... I'd ask you to tell me about...
How do I actually do something for those guys? No. Next to Lance of Eagle. Personal and guild faction alignment required. Deliver to the Landsrat Quartermaster at your faction's fortress now. Putting the control point for House Color. Okay. Also, if I deliver these items, right? But I need to. My personal must be alignment trees, and then guild faction alignment. So I need to join a guild. And make a guild.
Good to meet you. I see by that token that an Atreides official deems you worthy to deal with me and my wares.
Buy my fucking. 5. I need 5 for everything. So I need more money. Money. This looks sick. All right. Back. And the other thing to do was place Maka Village or something. Maybe I should create my own guild and make it a treat.
You again? What now?
10,000.
You again? In this terminally dull I suppose the answer is the same. Not that it's any of you, but it is a matter. I am the 5th son of Graf Heino Doubtless you've heard of her. But while it's true that I was a fort, especially if you're not, you are still expected to find a... And regrettably, the best... By then, all that's left is a fate worse, but at least I'm not a girl. Nothing is wrong with them, but when it comes to serving your family, the lucky ones are married off. Otherwise, it's the Imperial. Besides... Oh, you really I am the Imperial. As such, it is my sworn duty to receive, count, and convey. There are times where, for me, this conversation, the simple answer is some face, and then it's only a matter...
Now there is another quest to go to that other village. So do that. Join the guild. Thousand. Okay. Maybe I just create one and make it myself. Yes. So what we're gonna do here, activate that other quest and then can't. Harko village it is. So I think that is the place of the Harkonnens. Harkonnens. Yes, Harkonnens. They even have this water and fuel thing. It doesn't. What happens if you run out of it? Questions and questions and questions. Village. Okay, so I haven't been here before, so we'll have to check around and see what's going on. But I assume that Arakeen obviously is the Treaties base, and then Harko Village is the Harkonnen base. So if you would be aligned with Harkonnens, you would probably go north. I'm gonna track this.
Still sniffing scraps from the hand of the Atreides.
Oh, Peter de
I
Vries.
suspect they've let a secret or two slip. I suspect a little treachery would take you far.
This is the Mentat for the Baron. Baron Vladimir Hakon. Insane. So basically this is a counterpart to Fiabat.
We don't trade with a trade.
Okay, so they know that I'm a Atreides. The ambience is fantastic. So they basically have the same stuff. But it seems to be more conveniently located here because it's all together.
Yes, I see you. State your business. This is not the... Ah, you're back. That remains to be seen. What I can, if you have already got all that, I can set you up with what you need to... Ah, you're back. That remains... If you have all... That depends on what you are looking for, friend. Whether I tell you or not depends on... Now?
I think you had better try again. And Grigori Harkonnen is the village law. But since the destruction of Karthik, Glossuraban often appears. One can easily imagine a fair enough. His presence is to the displeasure. Whatever do you mean? Now, let us get... That depends on what you are looking for, friend. I will tell you this much. There is plenty of salvage in the air. I am always interested in articles of that type. That wasn't much Solari.
I see you. I see you. You will be wanting a drum. I trace my blood through theirs, yeah. I myself... I know nothing. Fortunate for someone like you. This is their world, their home. Oh, my father knew so much. It's been a hardcore village since before I was born. My father spoke of them. My father said life before the Harkonnen. Oh, but there was one thing I still remember. He said that Harko hides a great...
I'm going to stop you right there and say straight off, so don't even ask. War's great for repair work, but the supply chain's as gone as the Fremen.
Hello. If you're planning to head out to collect, is it not the reason we are all here? With spice, everything is possible. Eager, the riches you've dreamt of. When you first start out, it tends to slip through down the road when you're ready, where there are worms, but the deep desert, out beyond the shield, you had best cut your teeth. Avoid? No, friend, that is not all. Don't listen to a word from Asmara Efe. At least the scavengers know they are scavengers. Smugglers are hardly, according to the little emperors they are.
Right, so for the quest, we need to go
Only Absalom Coded possesses this strength. God of prosperity, obey without question, for doubt.
on my shoulder and be a little...
That is Santarisbat!
Shit. Someone just noticed a single bet.
You are not the lion, but that is his beast.
What did they notice? This bad out of 100 million others.
Let's make this quick. I have transport due any time now. Demo, Azat, and whoever you are, get out. And you. I don't know you. And that's a problem because it's my job to know everyone around here. Even the degenerate smuggler I declined to name Asmara Effendi. Of course I know that rogue. It's my job to know, and I'm good at my job. But then you come along to make me look bad in front of my superior. You were sighted fleeing the scene of a terrible crash. A prison transport, as I understand it, carrying work crews bound for Neo-Carthag. But here's the strange thing. We recovered the crew and passenger manifests. And what do you think we found? All hands were accounted for. 87 names, 87 bodies. Which brings us back to our central mystery. You. Who are you? How did you come to be on that shuttle? But most importantly, how are you known to the Fremen outlaw Zantara?
Avdo Prejt Kiva.
The Sardaukar say he helped you, and only you.
Shpato Has.
It's a shame we've not the time to dig deeper. I'm sure you would have much to share given the proper incentive. But alas, my expertise is required elsewhere. And while the Sardaukar are many things, jailers, they are not. So then, you may take your secrets to the grave. We will find and kill your Fremen confederate in any event.
No slight to you, Tors. I just thought that this interrogation might benefit from my visage.
Pen ring. Shit.
See some, Prefect. Hypnoligation. This prisoner was deliberately layered with a compulsion, and my face is the trigger. Enough of this. So a mystery within a mystery. Who did this to our prisoner and why? And what does it have to do with Zantara the Lion? Bring them.
Fascinating. Your compulsion is designed to react only to the sight of my real face. This projection allows us to talk face to face, so to speak. I am Count Hazimir Fenring. I serve the Emperor as observer and confidant, and I keep his Sardaukar from getting too far off the leash. You've heard the expression, the spice must flow. I am the man who ensures that it continues to do so. So, having established who I am, we turn to you. An escaped prisoner, a survivor. But every person carries their past with them. Who are you?
Ain't nothing.
What is noteworthy is this sequence of events. A crashed prison transport. An escaped prisoner rescued by the outlaws Antara. Finally, an insidious form of compulsion that forces the subject to kill themselves rather than be subject to my presence. It's almost flattering. Do you remember who gave you this compulsion? Do you know how it came to be?
Say nothing.
As you will, then. And then Zantara rescues you from the wreckage of the ship. Why you? What is your association with him?
He saved my life, though we had never met before. I owe him a debt.
Truth be told, I am less interested in the outlaw. The Sardaukar want his head, but my interests rarely align with those of the Imperial Legion. No, I am mostly interested in whoever did this to you, and whether there is a way we can help each other.
Ain't nothing.
I can use someone like you. Someone who can survive in difficult situations. And in return, I promise you answers.
Don't want to work for you.
Would you prefer to spend the rest of your days in a cell? Work for me? Meet my contact in Hanivar's bar, and you will have answers and freedom.
How will I recognize the contact?
That will let her know who you are. Be discreet. The ones who did this to you are powerful and subtle. I cannot protect you from their compulsion. We've spoken long enough. I will have the guards return your weapons and put you out in the street. I will keep my agent apprised of what I learn. I leave you with this. Do not waste sorrow over the aristocracy of misfortune. You have your life to live.
I nearly forgot that the Bene Gesserit mother.
I've been waiting for you.
Have you been?
Keeping an eye on things. Dodging Sardaukar patrols. Making sure that everyone who was looking for me was looking in the wrong places. The Sardaukar let you go. Either you told them something valuable enough to buy your freedom, or you've been working for them all along. Which is it?
Interrogated by Count Fenring. I told him everything, and then he asked me to work for him.
Work for him? Why?
Tell him about the interrogation.
This compulsion. Fenring seems unusually interested in you. I warn you, Offworlder. He's a dangerous man.
Yes.
He's one of the best duelists in the Imperium, but he is the Emperor's right hand. A man who works from the shadows. Whoever gave you this compulsion must not want their secrets or knowledge of your mission to fall into his hands.
I do.
Do nothing, Offworlder. Carry on exactly as Fenring has asked. He's almost certainly watching you. Your best hope is to do as he bids. Meet his contact. Carry out their assignments. Pay attention. Anything Fenring asks you to do will serve a double purpose. Plans within plans.
And what will you do?
I'll do what I always do, Offworlder. Make sure you don't get killed.
Thanks. I'll meet with the contact. Kara nods before disappearing into the It's quite leggy.
To circumvent Harkonnen regulations is forbidden. Compliance ensures the safety and prosperity of all citizens.
Ah, a kitten wanders in from the dark, lost and afraid. Can I help you, kitten?
Who are you?
Oh, kitten. If you needed to know that, you'd know. Why don't you come back and talk to me when you have something to... Oh, look.
Make the hand
kitten
gesture of
is
Fenring
back.
talk.
Do we have business? I like to think that Fenring has good taste in his acquisitions. But you look like a problem to me.
Makes you say that.
My family has a sense for these things. My father calls it his spice nose. Knowing when a job is going to go bad. And you're bad news.
Who's your father?
My father prefers that other people don't discuss his business. But my name is Alara
Oh.
Tillek. I'm here to hold your leash, kitten.
Wait, I think, if I remember correctly, these are the smugglers. The box right there is basically... There's the guild, spacing guilds, who has control over travel between planets, and then the house that owns Arrakis or looks after it mines spice, and there's no other way to get that spice other than through the smugglers. What do you need me to do?
Oh, not me, kitten. This is Fenring's show. He wants you to do a little wet work. Assassination. Straight from the handbook. Educational and thrilling.
I'm no assassin.
Strange that Fenring would send you then. After all, you look like you just came from the desert. Didn't you have to kill anybody to get here?
I kill my enemies. I kill my enemies face to face. I don't sneak around.
Well, that's cute, kitten. But I'm not here to help with your feelings. I'm here to give you assignments. Either we get on with it, or you leave.
Fine, let's get on with it.
I have 2 names to whisper to you, kitten. The glutton and the paranoid. Which do you want to hear about? A new leader has risen amongst the slavers of the Haga Basin. We know almost nothing, except this. His appetite is voracious. The Assassin's Handbook teaches us of chaumas, poison in the food. Take this file, find this leader, and poison his food. Your way has been prepared. Our agent, Petir, hides among the slavers. Find Petir, and he will tell you what he knows. If you are caught, you do not know me. You have never heard the name Fenring. Do you accept, kitten? Then go, kitten. Show them your claws. Oh,
Yeah,
look.
both.
The kitten is back. Do we have business?
Let's discuss the assassin's hand.
I believe you already have a
Unfortunate. Alright, let's get out of here. This place is uncomfortable. Haga Basin. I think depending on where you go in, that depends on where you map. So you want to go top left, basically. Side quest straight up. I can do this place there, right? Straight up. Let's just do that. Come on. Right, I need to find that bloody. Let's sell it for 55,000.
Someone's here. There's someone here. Someone's here. I'm out.
Sorry. Right. Um, it is one giant cactus. Hey, this is promise. Are these all like mines or something? Oh, there's a intel thing. I need to scan this. Where leads Para south? That. Larvae. sell the shit at the auction house. I mean, how much does... I guess the question would be, how much does a trader sell it for? Because then we can just sell it for less. That leads Para south. South.
Someone here.
I might try agave, sell that. But that's definitely something I can see people willing to buy.
Shield on. Got them. Enemy sighted. Found you.
Missing part has been completed. Whether it was his intention or not, it seems Kafok is now in the hands of the Masquerade. I've heard distressing rumors about those cultists. I fear he may be in grave danger. I've done some inquiring of my own regarding the Masquerade. In some of their recruiting literature, they promise new converts will be housed at a place called, in the Odam, they call the Learning Center. If Kafok is indeed a recent convert, that is where you will find most likely find him. The literal claims the Learning Center is a garden of peace and the doorway to enlightenment. Sounds like some sort of indoctrination program. Poor foolish Kafok. We must get him out of there.
Shield on.
It's the house of Eek. Search for plans. If that fool Shisa believes he can stand in the path of Shire Loot and live, he's badly mistaken. Let his death serve as a reminder for the others. They were happy enough to take our Solaris, but now in our hour of need, turn their backs. They refuse our money, then they leave us little choice. Assemble a team. We have a brother within Shisa's household who can give us valuable information. Ensure that he reaches us intact. After he has given us his knowledge, grant him the honor of watering our garden. they had the guy in the center. Map of the Odam with the trail you follow marked. The cultists intend to kill me. I admit I sold them the supplies, even weapons, but at that time I thought they were just deluded pilgrims certain to perish in the desert. I cut them off once I learned the truth. I even started spreading the word about the danger they present. Now they want revenge. These masquerade are irrational fanatics. They can't be reasoned with or bribed like normal people. I beg of you, find this death squad they are assembling and eliminate them before they can eliminate me. It is. Scan.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
In large sense. There was no warning on this. Fuck me. Hell's it? Oh. But yeah, there was zero warning on this. First one was, I think.
Reveal yourself.
Fantastic. That was a fucking trap. Why did they all respawn at once? God. There's a fair chance you've disrupted the assassination plot by eliminating those fighters, but I'd feel safer if you could eliminate the man responsible for planning it all. The masquerade member I dealt with was a brute named Tamir. During our negotiations, he got several rounds of spice brandy under his belt and began to brag about how he had trained as an assassin. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'd rest easier if he were dead. He also told me a bunch of other outlandish things about gardens and martyr worlds, and old imperial testing stations. It sounds like rubbish, of course, but if any of it is true, it would be the bit about testing stations. Amir there. both lead to the same place. A bit of water. Yeah. Awesome. Which was this? I think it was this one. And this might have been the person that broke the... Well. Nice. Anyway. What a relief. Your actions combined with a hefty investment in proven stores and poison snoopers should be enough to keep me safe from harm. There's a lesson we both can learn here. Don't do business with madmen, no matter how good the money, and work your staff harder. Idle hands and minds only lead to misfortune. Whoa. That is not the lesson that I got from this, but okay. Where? In this case, I will just drop sign there next to it. Oh, that's east. Walk back to 80. Yeah. That objective is something else. What's that? Main objective, I guess. That ship's slowly coming into view. Well, comfortable with it, that's for sure.
The balance of probability suggested good. I have the test results of the tainted spice. It will take time to interpret the data, but we will have a better understanding of this poison. What did Thufir say regarding my request to eliminate Ambrose Lucifera?
Havard denied your request. He says the evidence is circumstantial.
What? No. No, his is a brilliant mind. Surely he understands the logic, the calculation, the need. Lucifera is a corruption, a cancer. The only kindness is to cut him out. The only solution to the equation is terminal. Why doesn't he compute that?
It would seem you're not a completely cold computer after all.
And what if that's true? I have a mind of meat and electricity like anyone else. I just have to think, to collate. Thufir is rarely wrong, but he is wrong now. We must act before it is too late. We will take the initiative, and I will take full responsibility.
This insubordination isn't right. How can Ambrose be so important?
On the surface, Ambrose Lucifera appears to be a wealthy, if inconsequential, reveler. But he's had a hand in many hidden deals related to the war. He has covert ties to the Harkonnen. He is involved with the tainted spice. I know he is. People I know have died because we failed to act quickly. I cannot allow this to continue. We must strike before Ambrose is beyond our grasp. Hesitation is not an option.
I need to think carefully about
Think
this.
quickly. The balance of probability, Thufir is rarely wrong. I've taken the liberty of lacing this expensive bottle of wine with some of the tainted spice. It will be undetectable to poison snoopers.
How do I convince Ambrose to accept the gift?
Ambrose is a known Epicurean and experience seeker. Convince him that this bottle of wine is a singular and exclusive experience. I'm too well known in Arakeen, but you can make sure Ambrose drinks this. Take the bottle, say no more. I know you'll do the right thing.
Oh, I might do that. I just head back to base for a minute, and then we do these quests. I know where this goes. Hey, let's do some items. I dropped off the agave seeds as well. Sell those. Split. Oh, it's gonna go. Darth Drinker. Who's best? Well. Deliveries and took over both trained assassins as well as mentats. Like it. Yes, let's do this. Hey. Um, oh, I have a main quest and a side quest. Wonder as well if you can talk to two people. Yeah, I'm definitely too far away from the corner. Maybe I should maybe get somewhere here. Oh no, that's that. Yeah, that is maybe someone's place. So first of all, I'm gonna sell these. At the moment, that's 1,500. Um. Sell my thing. See my thing.
Welcome. Would you like to how much Stellaris would you like to deposit?
I don't think anyone will buy this. Right, I'm gonna have a look and see. I can talk to two people.
I expected you.
So the quests are always quite straightforward. Ah.
I can already tell we are going to be fast friends, unless we already are, in which case it's so good to see you. How long has it been?
Ambrose Lucifera, a secret admirer, sends their regards.
Well, far be it from me to look a mysterious wine bearer in the mouth, but perhaps you ought to tell me who your patron is before I accept.
The patron doesn't want to spoil the romance by revealing the mystery.
That does sound romantic. When do I get to meet her? Or him?
They reveal themselves in the buzzing glow of this Caledonian wine.
Caledonian wine. A rare experience. By Jove, I like you. I'm going to a party later, and sharing this will make me the belle of the ball. Do you drink while on duty? Don't answer. Let me tempt you not. I'll shield you from this devil's ambrosia. Just a selfless soul, drinking for two.
Rare wine, you say you'll be sharing the wine with others.
I'm afraid something of this vintage simply must be shared. It's just my indelibly magnanimous nature.
I'm sorry, I can't give you this.
Dear diary, I met the most peculiar stranger today. I'm left wineless, disappointed, and confused.
Failed it. Different path. That's one.
I expected you. Sorry. Occupational hazard.
Andrea sent me to poison Ambrose Lucifera, but I didn't carry it out.
Ah, I hadn't expected her to move so fast. Know that you did the right thing and showed excellent judgment.
What happens now?
Andrea turned herself in, claimed complete responsibility for everything. Loyalty still means something to her, and a willingness to face consequences. Her actions took me aback. Ambrose, you see, was my double agent, feeding misinformation to the Harkonnen.
What will happen to Andrea?
There will be a disciplinary action. Then I will place her on other cases far from Skorda. She faced her misconduct with honor. Our work isn't done.
What happens to me now?
Now you work for me directly. You have Andrea to thank for that. She made the case to keep you on. She made it very well. A process cannot be understood by stopping it. Understanding must move with the flow of the process, must join it and flow with it. I can only teach you what comes next by throwing you into the flow directly. Perhaps, in the process, we can save my Duke and his house.
And in the movies as well, and I think...
Understanding the origin of the tainted spice is vital.
Taking in all of the data, I detect Imperial influence, though I do not know from whom. We must trace the links in the chain back to Skorda. It is from him we will get clearer answers. The man recently appeared in Arakeen.
How do we strike down Skorda?
I've calculated his most likely contact, a naive Atreides trooper named Rafe Arslau. He's stationed in Arakeen. Find him. Find out what he knows.
I'll find him.
We know he's had past dealings with Skorda. Further details are in the contract.
Ranked up, number 4, House Agent. So I assume that when I'm done with the quest for Bard, that I'm then leveling up to 5. Highest. It's really complete. It's the next level. Very helpful with mining.
Hi. Is there something you need?
You arrive Oslo. I'm looking for Skorda.
You are you? Well, who's asking?
Part of his crew. I need to see him. There's been some trouble.
Yeah. I heard he got jumped by mercenaries when he tried to go off-world.
Can you help me?
Happy to help. Skorda's a hero of mine. I owe everything I am today to him. I was just a street dog on Caladan. I messed up. I was on my way to a prison planet. But Skorda, see, he was in the constabulary. He saw something in me. Skorda covered it up for me. Got me set up as a recruit in the Atreides House forces. And here I am now. Right. Last I saw, Skorda was talking to one of them weirdo cult recruiters in town. I could see one of them.
Who are you?
I'm looking to continue my mentat training.
Promise? Very promising. Your deduction that I can offer this training is accurate. I compute your mind is ready for the rigors of my craft.
What's that do?
A time comes when the Proto-Mentat must learn what is being done. It may no longer be done to them. That time is now. The Mentat has to share in the choice of whether to continue or abandon the training. Only the potential Mentat can know. Take a moment.
Ready, I suppose you want something in return.
I require assistance. I was cast out by those whom I served. I was cast out by everyone.
Can't you elaborate on that?
No. The past is irrelevant. The present is the thing. Pathways to the future are the thing. I bide my time in these streets and back alleys. The criminal underworld is a series of equations, like anything else. Applying my superior Mentat skills serves me well in this place. My syndicate grows, however. A rival, the Mobula gang, is causing problems. It's contaminating my equations.
What would you have me do?
Find members of the Mobula gang. Extract useful data. Cause them calamity in the proper proportions. A Mentat learns that every human is a series of relationships. Find out their connections. Remember, information is...
Back so soon.
place them quite far away.
I expected you. Sorry. Occupational hazard.
I squealed. He saw Scholar talking with a colt.
Well done. The cult in question is the Masquerade. Strange cult. Even stranger rituals. But why would Skorda be talking to them?
What's our next course of action?
Speak with one of their cult recruiters. See how far you can get by playing an eager new recruit. Their practices may seem strange and even nonsensical, but don't fall into the trap of underestimating them. It's a bad habit.
Now is the time to think personal and talk to advice.
Shai Hulud blesses me with your presence again.
Looking for the Masquerade.
And the coils of providence bring you to us. I am a naib of the Masquerade. I am a teacher. I am a recruiter. We follow the holy tremis of Shai Hulud, as interpreted by our Sayadina Nala. We honor the tyrant worm by spilling our water.
Sorry, but wouldn't the Fremen see spilling water as blasphemy?
I understand your confusion. To the blind, sight must seem like insanity. But this is blindness that can be cured. In the meantime, can I be of help?
I'm looking for my friend Ty Skorda.
Oh yes, a promising convert. Come to our learning center in the Udum. You will find your friend, and perhaps enlightenment.
Is there another trainer here? Or I go back and forth all the time. Yeah. Right, so there's another trooper.
Say, stranger, how about staking a broken down old trooper to a Solari or two? Promise I won't spend it on Samuda. Okay, if I'm being honest, I actually will spend it on Samuda, but don't let that put you off. My life is already a pile of greasy spice shit. You can't make it any worse, I promise.
One trooper can't be as bad as
Some days it is, and some days it isn't. Some days I like to wake up and play a little game called, Am I Going to Die Today? It's a fun little thing I do with a Mala pistol, but I guess I haven't won yet. I'm still here.
Is that why you want Samuta? Does it ease the pain?
Not like a bullet. But I've failed at every other important job in my life. Why should my death be any different?
Goodness, that's bleak.
You don't know the half of it. But for now, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Know what I'm saying?
Post in the back. want me to give you money so you can lose your mind on something?
That's precisely what I'm saying. So how about it?
I'm looking for advanced combat training. You're no good to me face down in Samuda haze.
Ooh, face down in a Samuda haze. Now you're speaking my love language.
I need you sober, sorry.
You ask too much, stranger. I've spent the last years ridding my life of obligation. I sure as shit don't need to take on any more. And nothing personal, but you don't look like you got what it takes. I know a soldier when I see one, and you ain't it.
I've killed more desert scum in the last week than Sook doctors have pills.
Yeah? Well, I make soldiers, not killers. And they're not the same thing.
Are you going to train me or not?
You're not going to stop harassing me until I do, are you?
No, there's no one else.
How do I even know you're worth my time? Face down in the gutter. I'm still the best damn combat instructor sucking air on this planet. No, don't answer. That's not the kind of question you answer with words. You answer with results.
What I want, a chance to prove myself.
Alright then, Boot. You want a mission? I'll give you a mission. I need you to find a slaver camp in the Haga Basin. Nothing special, just your run-of-the-mill flesh peddlers.
Slaver camp, check.
These particular slavers are said to possess a technology I'm looking for, called servo-stim transmitters. I want you to kill all the slavers and take their stuff. You keep everything but the transmitters. Those you bring to me. Pull that off, Boot, and I'll teach you not to look like such a boot. I'm in, Sergeant, is the correct response.
In, Sergeant.
The details are in the contract.
Awesome.
I expected you. An impressive performance and a tidy report. I appreciate that. So many field agents are sloppy with their documentation.
Should I take this undercover assignment further?
I'm afraid there is no time to build a proper cover. Besides, I already have a hidden agent among the Masquerade.
So what should I do?
You'll do what you do best. Attack swiftly and directly, and obtain what information you can. It seems we're not the only ones after Skorda. I received word that he tried to get off-world before talking to Oslo, but was attacked by 2 mercenaries. He made a daring escape.
Were the mercenaries?
Perhaps Harkonnen, perhaps someone else. Skorda may have joined the cult for strange purposes, but I wager he wanted protection from his attackers.
What should I do?
Go to the Learning Center. Find Skorda or information leading to him.
Take all due precaution. These are fanatics.
No, I think I'm going to finish here for today. And next time, just head to Haku Village to these other, just accept the other quests for Jesuit Master Advanced Training, and then with the Planetologist. moment. Flare torches advanced. So for the third, I have to go back to his original. Yeah. I think that will be it for today. It's quite. Thank you very much for watching. Next time with that and building the assault thought.